All right, space engineers, you want to learn how to build the best solar tracking array around. Stay tuned, let's get into it. So, to make it aim at the sun, you want to go into your weapons tab. Down here is the custom turret controller. You actually use the turret controller to have it aim at the sun. And we're going to pretend this is the conveyance into your base or space station or whatever you're building this on. Now, you can build these with normal rotors under mechanical here, and that would just pull the power. If you're just going to make solar panels to pull a little bit of extra power, you can just use the rotor and a hinge. But I like to use the advanced rotor because if we're doing this, we might as well have it gathering oxygen and algae for our new survival foods. So I make an advanced rotor, and then you go over to logistics. I like to use these straight conveyance tube pipes, but you can use any conveyance you want. And then you just run the conveyance pipes up. Let's say we're going to make it this tall. Now, back to mechanical, we need to grab a hinge and place the hinge here. I'll spin it around so the negative side's on the back. And now from the hinge we can make our solar panel. So to start with, we can go to logistics again, and we could make a all direction. That is not the one. There we go. And all direction one. And then I like to, all right, under production, they have these new algae farms that are flat with the conveyance port on the middle of the back. So you could slap that one on there, and then a normal algae farm here. And I don't know how much it matters whether the glass is facing this way or that way. But we want to make it face, this will be the front of our solar panel array. So we're going to have it face the front. And from there, we can add, under our logistics, more conveyance coming up. Let's go with the 2 there. And then go to across. Now, if you were out in space, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have oxygen farms too. And what running these on conveyance will do is start generating oxygen from the sunlight. So when you have it set up like that, you can now go to power tab to pull your solar panels, and I like these ones. You can change them to different colors if you want for decorative purposes, but these ones will do just nicely right here. And you can build them out any way you want. One thing you could do too is go to your info tab, and then you could go down to show center of mass, and it'll actually show you on the grids where the balance point for the center of mass is. So between the hinge and the rotor, it's right there. So for right now, it is right here after the rotor. And I like to balance out some of the weight on the top and the bottom of that hinge. So we're gonna do something like this. And now we can go, and you could decorate these up as much as you'd like. I'm just gonna do a simple one. And just remember, the more that you have hanging out everywhere, the more you're going to have to allow for clearance for if you're flying by with ships or whatever. If it's spinning and you got a ship dock there, it's not going to end well. So we'll just snap these guys on like this. Make it a wide one. And now we'll set up the rotors, hinges, and the... Oh, one more thing, actually. I take that back. We need a camera, because that's how it is going to figure out where the sun is. So we can go to our camera, and we could slap our camera right here. Oh, maybe not right there. We'll put it right here on this oxygen farm. The curved part is the top. We'll stick that right there. Perfect. All right. All right, for the sake of time and sanity, I've gone in and renamed the hinge, the cameras, the custom turret controller, the advanced rotor, all SPA for a solar panel array. And now we can set these up. So let's go into our custom turret controller. We're going to go down to the azimuth is the one that spins around in a circle for what degree it is facing out of the 360. So we're going to run our advanced rotor on that. And for the elevation, meaning up and down, we are going to run the hinge. And we are going to run the camera for the camera. And if you scroll down right here, it has always aim at the sun. We want to enable that. Now it is going to go very quickly and aim at the sun just like that. So one thing you can do is reduce if it has any wobble in it. I've found sinking the rotor down, like if you go down to the rotor displacement, make it all the way minus, it'll suck it down and lower that center of gravity down on it and help out. Also, another thing you can do is add some, for the hinge and the rotors, add some braking torque to it. And then you probably don't need that much power. That is a pretty insane amount of power for it to just spin in a circle. And as we can see here, it's pretty well balanced above the rotor. Now the hinge gonna need a little bit more strength because it does have to hold this whole array, everything above it, up. Another thing to note, the more you balance on each side of the hinge for weight, it'll help it out a lot. So if you needed to, you could add more solar panels coming off the bottom of this array right here, adds more weight towards the bottom, helps it kind of balance itself out. And as always, you can adjust. The great thing about this game is you can make it however you want. So if you need more algae because you like to eat, or if you need more oxygen because you're in space, you can add more oxygen or algae farms to it. And that way it is serving two purposes. All right, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, let me know in the comments if you need any tutorials for anything else.
Like and subscribe. Thank you.